In 1864, 14 Colorado pioneers met together in Valmont Butte, and together they formed a new church. They met in each other's homes for worship, and they prayed together, and they quickly discerned that they were in the wrong place. So they picked up and they moved to Boulder, which was then and still is the county seat, the center of commerce and education in the area. Now, the move was only 4 or 5 miles, and yet it was not a small decision that they had made. There were no good roads, there was no bridge across the creek, and the wagons were not that sturdy. But already from the very beginning, this congregation recognized that it needed to be built for people who were not only present, but who were not even here yet. I love that spirit about this congregation. It's in our DNA. It's a part of our identity and who we are. And ever since the very beginning, this church has been leaning forward into the future, caring for this magnificent building to make it a resource not only for the people who are here, but also for future generations, and also to share it with the wider community. So an endowment was created to maintain the building and to also keep it expanding and to keep it renovated and to keep it up to date. In addition to that, from the deep well of compassion of this congregation, a benevolence fund was created. This past year, that fund generated $60,000 in proceeds that have been shared with the wider community, with organizations who serve people in need, advocating for their needs and caring for them. We've found other ways to share our commitments as well, our commitments to intellectual inquiry, to music, and to the arts. About 20 years ago, an endowment was established in honor of Bruce McKenzie and his wife Jeanette. Bruce was a former senior minister here, and it is a lectureship that brings a prominent leader, thinker, theologian to this place once a year. After that, endowment funds for the organ in honor of Jane Sawyer, who was a former music director and organist, and also a music fund which provides proceeds to keep our treasured music ministry vital. In 2016, a 6th endowment fund was created, this one in honor of Marty McMain, who was also a senior minister here, my predecessor, an arts ministry to share especially the visual arts, not only with this congregation, but also with the wider community. At every point, this congregation has been generously sharing its gifts to endure the ministries that we care about, but also to keep us leaning into the future, to provide commitments not only for us, but also for those who will come after us. This website has been prepared for you to think about what it is that you are being called to offer, not only to endure the ministries of this congregation, but also to help us all keep leaning forward. What is the legacy that you would like to give to others? Thank you.